Hello friends, let's start with our new poem If. World famous poem If, written by Rudyard Kipling. He was an English journalist, short story writer, poet, and novelist too. He was a popular writer who wrote Jungle Books too. Jungle Books series of a Mowgli and cinema also. At the age of 42 in 1907, Rudyard Kipling was awarded by the Nobel Prize for Literature in English. Now let's see about this poem. This poem deals with advice given by father to his son. Here in chit chat activity, you can see the questions which are opposite to our emotions or some opposite events are there. See, how do you react when your parents scold you or someone insults you or someone cheated you? See, these all things are opposite to us. How you are going to behave when situation is opposite to you? It's not with your favor. Here, Rudyard Kipling tried to explain how we have to behave. It's a fine example or a fine poem which gives us a thing which develops our personality. See, in this poem, it talks about your own confidence. Actually, this poem was written in 1910. It was four stanzas poem of with 8 lines each. But here, in our book, it's a three stanzas poem. One stanza is omitted. Okay. Then see, in this poem we can see that this poem starts with if you can, if you can, if you can. Each line starts with if you can. Why is it? Because the poet insistently wants to emphasize the importance of his good advice and attract his son's attention to every piece of advice given by him. The repetition of the lines has musical effect too. You can understand. Okay, let's start with this poem line by line. See, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing there and blaming it on you. See, if you can keep your head means what? Not to get angry, must be in patience. When others are losing their patience and become angry and blaming it on you, they are supposing that you are any culprit who had done something bad and they are blaming on you. This time you must not become angry. What you have to do, see, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you but make allowance for their doubting too. If other peoples are doubting on you, they are making doubt on you, then you must trust yourself. Self confidence must be there. Make allowance for their doubting too. Means consider what others also have to say about something about you. Why these are considering, people are considering you about the thing. We have to think with the point of view of other people and listen them patiently. Do not become angry or try to convince them how I am not any culprit or I had not do anything, any bad thing. We must listen the point of view of the person before you, and then we have to react about it. Okay. Then, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about, don't deal in lies. We must wait with patience and not be tired by waiting. If for this situation it makes some time, it takes some time, we must wait for a particular proper situation. Or someone is talking about you any lie thing, any bad thing. This time, what you have to do? Don't deal in lies. Don't support the person. Or we can say for this line another explanation too, that someone is talking about other someone, any lie thing or any rumor is going on spreading about anything, we must not support for the lie thing, a false thing or a bad thing. Whatever is true, we must support. Whatever is not true, we must not support for the thing. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. If someone is hating you, if someone is hating you, you must not hate the person. You must not hate the person. You must not behave like the person. Person. See, if all these things or all these uh, uh, good things comes in your nature, then what happened? You will become a person with patience, person with understanding. Here patience is necessary, here understanding is necessary in your nature. Then here about hating, you will become a lovable person of your foe, or of your foe too. This time you will become a good person. People will look at you as a good personality. Then what will happen? You will become perfect, and you must not show off of your knowledge or of your personality. And yet don't look too good, not talk too wise. You must not show off or show others that I am too wise. Okay, you must stay as a normal person. Then see in second stanza, if you can dream and not make dreams your masters, you must keep your aims, but you must not become the slave of the dreams. You must not involve your mind in only in these dreams. If you can think and not make thoughts your aims, you think about various kinds of things, but you must not make these thoughts as your aim, only these thoughts. You must be versatile. You must be think about all things in world. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, triumph means your victory, your success. Here triumph means your victory, your success. Or disaster means your failure, any problem in your life. This time what you have to do, how your behavior must be there, what will be your reaction for that. Treat those two impostors just the same. Poet called these two things as impostors. What impostors means? One who deceives others by pretending to be someone else. We suppose these two things as impostors. These are fake things. These are not no, natural things. These are fake things, and they are pretended as not natural. These are pretending things, and you must not react for that. Okay, you must react for both victory and both failure with the same manner. hmm? If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, then see. If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves. Knaves means bad people, bad intended people. If you talk something truth you have spoken, and other peoples or some bad peoples are giving another meaning to this your any statement, your truth, to make a trap, or a trap of for fools. These people are fools for you. You must not react very angrily for them. You bear it. You must patience. Your patience are very necessary. You hear it. But you know very well what is the truth. So ignore the things. If people are talking about you or talking about your statements in politics we can see these kinds of things. Any single statement becomes a very very big conflict in political area. And this time how these politicians react for these statements, you know very well, we can see on television too. See last two lines, or watch the things you have you gave your life to broken and stood up and built them up with worn out tools. See, things in your life you if breaks you. Sometimes situation becomes like that you become very upset or nervous with anything. This time, what you have to do? Again, you must stood up and build yourself with the worn up tools. Worn up tools means what? Old equipments. Here, tools means equipments. Oh, what mean by old equipments? That's you think about your hobbies, things which gives you a pleasure, and thing which gives you comfort. You must leave the things behind which breaks or makes you upset in your life. That's why you become patient and calm and cool in your life. See last stanza of the poem. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue. See, crowd means what? Crowd means common people. And keep your virtue. Virtue means your own qualities. See, keep one's goodness or morals under any condition. If you talk with crowds and keep your virtue, when or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. Here, crowds means common people. If you are walking or you are in the company of a kings, or you are a very rich or very popular person, this time too you must become you must stay as a simple person, a common person. You must not leave your common touch with a common people. You must stay with your own qualities, which are a natural original qualities. You must not become any kind of a lust must not in your mind, or pride must not in your mind. If neither foes nor loving people can hurt you, if your life becomes like that, your personality will become like that, neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you. No one can hurt you. Hmm? See, if all men count with you, but were none too much, if you can feel the unforgiving minute. See, if all men count with you means be equally important to you. All your opposite people, your loving friends, all equally you give them, all people equally, treat them with equal manner, but not too much. We can't make anyone uh, too much close friend. If we can feel the unforgiving minute, time that does not wait for it. Time is very important. Here Rudyard Kipling gives us a very important message that unforgiving minute means time is very important in your life. We waste our time with some bad friends. We must not give our time to these bad friends and good friends too. We must not waste our time. With 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours in the is the earth and everything that's in it. See, 60 seconds worth of distance run, make good use of every second without wasting. We must not waste the time. 60 seconds means a single minutes too on earth. It gives everything that is in it to us. A single second or single minutes is also important in our life. In last line, see, a minute have a value too in last line, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. And what will happen? You will be a man. Man means a good, perfect human being, a perfect personality will become in your manner, in your nature. This will become, or these all the abilities, if these all abilities will in your nature, you will become a perfect personality, a perfect human being in this world. See, okay. See about this poems appreciation. We are going to see appreciation. Title of the poem you know very well, about poet you know very well, about rhyme scheme of the poem. If we see the rhyme scheme of the poem, in this first four lines a, and second four line a b, like that. Again a b, spoken broken full stools a b, again virtue you touch much a b, minute it run on sun a b, and about the figure of speech in this poem. See, first line of this poem. See, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, it's a fine example of antithesis. Antithesis, so what explains that in its striking opposites of or a contrast of ideas are placed side by side to derive a stronger effect in the poem. Like that, here one another example is that. See, you if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. Triumph and disaster are non-living things, and these are shown as a impostors. It shows a personification, a fine example of a personification, and we can see repetition and alliteration again and again in this poem. About the central idea of the poem, see, the central idea of the poem is certain valuable pieces of advices imparted by a father to his son. His several of the lines in the poem give stress with the if. At first, I also told you that why if is there, because the poet insistently wants to emphasize the importance of his good advice and attract his son's attention to his every piece of his advice. This is the central idea of the poem. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Have a good day.